Hi guys, Marianne from Coastal Love and Decor. Okay, I've been saying we were going to do these ornaments, so let's get them started. Okay, now this is one which I think I've explained to you before. Has it's called Mermaid Trash on it. It comes like this, but I'm going to make my own. I purchased this from a Coastal Magnolia. So if you didn't want to make it, you can purchase it from her. She is on YouTube. And I think she does have a video to show you how to make that. It's pretty simple. Okay, I have a small turtle on here, some seashells, a limpet shell, you know, couple of blue beads in here. So now what I want to do is drill it. So you want to find, I don't drill at the very top. I'm just afraid it's not going to work. So I kind of go down in here. So I'm going to put a piece of tape there. Get some painter's tape. And kind of put it, let's do it this way. Put it in the area where you want the hole. So I'm going to put it right there. Okay. So I'm going to drill, since this is actually the center, I'm going to drill right through here. I have a piece of wood on here so I don't go through my table here. So I'm going to get my drill, and depending on what you're going to hang your ornament from, that's the size of the drill bit you want. So I'm just going to go right there. Then I'm just going to start drilling. And I'm going to dump this in my garbage can. And actually, you should wear a mask when you're doing this. I don't have one on now because I'm talking. But you should wear a mask with this because you are drilling through resin too. So I kind of just go and stop. And there I went through. All right, let me dump this. And then I'm going to take my tape off. And there it is. Okay. Get that powder off. And there you have your hole. So this was drilled after I had the resin. So we can go ahead. Let me dump this. Since I'm going to be, I might as well get the other ones done as well. So, what did I use with these? I used the Folk Art metallic paints to do these. And what I did was I used the pearl white first. I just spread it on, painted it on. And while it was still wet, I used the turquoise shimmer and just painted that on. So you have like both colors in there. So that's what I used. I love the metallics. Alrighty, so you know what I used there. Alright, let's get this one taped. Now, obviously these aren't resin, but I can go ahead and do it now as well. So we're going to take this, put it there, take my drill, put it where you want it, and then start drilling. Whoa, that one's moving. We don't want that. tape off of this. And this one's drilled. I'm going to use jute in these. So I want that hole should be pretty good. So let's do the next one. Let me get the tape. And you can fast forward to the next part of this video, because I'm going to drill this one and one more, and instead of me shutting off the camera and hopping back up and all that good stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and continue on. But like I said, you can fast forward. You got to watch. See, that's moving, and it means you got to get on there a little tighter. There's that one. And we got that one done. One more to go. And then we got this part done, and we can start building our resin ornaments. So put it up in there. And we're just going to go right here. And that one's done. Alrighty. So our holes are drilled. So that's why I come down here, because I'm afraid up in here, if you would drill, it would bust, and then you have no way to hang it. All right, let me grab a wipe here. Clean this up, and I'm going to wipe off the ornaments here. Get my other stuff out of the way. So I'm just going to take a baby wipe, wipe it off. I have to get this paint off here. I'll get some rubbing, or actually it's coming off. It's not sealed, so it'll come off. Okay, let's wipe this one up, because you want that, you don't want none of that powder in here from drilling. See right here. It must have got on where I was painting, but I'll get that all off. And right here, one more. Let me get that all. Okay. So this one is done. All I got to do is, and I'm going to add the beads with the jute on this. So this one's done. I ran the gold around it, which I can do one of those right now. I prefer to do it when they're done, but I'll do one with the gold around it to show you. So, okay. So I use, let's see, the Deco Art. Now here's silver. And where is my gold? I have gold, which I'm going to use. Oh, here we go. So this is the gold. I just put this tape on the end so I know to use this one first, because I have them all over. Okay, so you're going to just shake it up. Again, this is for someone that's new to resin. I'm sure there's experienced people watching. Well, hopefully they're watching, but they know what to do. All right, so I just take a scrap piece of paper. Okay, and then I'm gonna pump it to prime it. So you just push up and down And there it goes. And then I'm just going to take, if you can see the tip on this, take your tip, side of your tip, and I'm just going to go all the way around. Let's see. Just like this. If you need to prime it some more, then prime it some more. And I just run it along the edge. And you can go as thick or as thin as you want. Again, it depends on your preference of what you like, because, like I said, everybody has things they like their way. And I think this just adds a nice, elegant touch to these coastal ornaments. I actually haven't made any in silver yet, but that's because I really like the gold with the ocean pieces. But silver is pretty too. I'm just going to run it along the edge. And then I got to get it right there. Then I just take a look at it, and that looks pretty good. And that's how you run your gold around the edge. Like I said, you could do it first. I normally do it last. But I'm going to sit this one over here to dry. It doesn't take long for it to dry, but alrighty. And the thing is, I don't have all my stuff out yet. Huh. All right. But I'm going to be using this diamond. It's from a crystal mold from Into Resin. I made this one, and it's blue. We're going to use one of those. And this gorgeous turtle. This is also a crystal mold. Okay, isn't that pretty? I'm just trying to get that in the light. And then I'm going to put a sticker on so that you could also do stickers on these as well. These are the molds from Into Resin. Can you see that sparkling in there? This is pretty deep, but there's all that sparkle in there. And that's how these come out. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I don't have my shells all ready, so I'm going to get that stuff together. I'm going to pause you, and I'll hop right back on. I can't believe I started this without the rest of it, but I wanted to show you how to drill your shells. All right, I'll be back in a few. Okay, I'm back. All right, I don't quite know what I'm going to put on here, but here's a new color I got. It's called Sea Green. I think it might go nice with this mermaid. And I've got some dark blue micro glass. I'm not sure yet on that. I have clear, and I've got emerald blue glass. I have some Mod Podge. I've got pearls, blue beads, mermaid beads. I've got small shells and starfish. So I haven't mixed my resin yet because I have to get this set up first. So why don't we start? Let's see. I want the biggest shell for the turtle. I mean, these are close in size, but I think this is the bigger one. So that's going to go with this. All right. So let's do the sticker first. Alrighty. So this is on a, let's see how this is, a round circle. So I'm going to peel that off. And we're just, I don't know if I want to cut this some. I don't think I'll have to. Okay, so let me see here. Let's just put her in the center here. I want to take this up almost to the hole. I don't know how this is going to work since this is a big circle, but I'm going to have to get in there and work those bubbles, air bubbles out. So I'm going to work this on here. See, I'm not liking that. You have to get in those ridges. Work it in there. Get those ridges. Get those air bubbles out because you don't want it popping up. You want the resin to go on top of it and not below it. I probably should have cut this a little. All right, let me take this and rub it. Making sure I have it adhered. I think the ridges on the, there we go. See, I can see. There we go. We're gonna just keep working it. I've never used one with a great big circle around it. If I've done it, it's been really small, and I've never had to really work this much on a piece to get this attached. But I'm trying something new. I got these mermaids from Temu. See, I got okay. It's like I got this one little bubble that's fighting with me. Right here's one. You see it? This one bubble is giving me trouble. Well, I am using clear, so it should be okay, but I'm still not happy with it yet. But I think on the next one, I'll just cut out some of this extra off of here when I do another one. Because I think this came with like 4. So that's what I'll do. I'll cut. If it was a flat piece, it'd be no problem. But because this is a shell, I just don't want the piece popping up out of the resin. I don't know if I can take this off. I can, and I'm going to cut it. I'm just going to cut this down some. So I'm just going to go around the mermaid. So I don't have as much of the sticker on there. Let's get some more off. I'm gonna get this. This is gonna make it so much easier putting it on. Okay, let's try this again. This should work out much better. All right, put my shell straight. Let's put her up as far as I can, because I need to leave some room to add some glass. Rub that in. That is so much better. So much easier. So there you go. If you have a big piece, cut it down. I got it right here I gotta get. Okay. Take the backing and I'm just gonna rub it. Make sure I got it. Because I want it. There we go. She's on there. There's no bubbles. Woo! Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is, do I want to put some mermaid trash on this or just some bubbles? Let's see. If I put some mermaid trash on this, then I would need to use some Mod Podge along here. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. No. What do I want to do? Let's try, before I do that, let me get a plate. Oh. Now while I went and got my plate, I found these. Let's see. Let me cut this open. Let me see how these work. See, I buy stuff and then it sits. Does this whole piece come off? Or is it one by one? Oh, crudball. This is one by one, I think. Or is this the whole strip? Oh, here we go. Okay. No, it's not the whole strip. So, I need a little pair of scissors. These have a clear, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. They're supposed to look like flowers attached. Which the next flower is not going to look like a flower because I'm cutting the one end. But that's okay. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. Okay, here's one. Let's see. Now, I don't want this one on. I don't want that one bead on. And I don't want that one bead on. Let me see. If I stick it there. Well, there isn't going to be resin around the edge here. So I'm just sitting it there just to look. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm a fan of that. Not for this piece. All right, so that's out. I think what I am going to do is use the mermaid trash. So I have a plate here. This is how I work, guys. If you're going to watch me, this is how I work. I'm not always, I have a game plan and it doesn't always work out that way. So let me grab a small brush and I am going to add, I think, some mermaid trash to this. Or do I want glass? See, this is, because I have to get it fixed the way I want it until Let's see. See, I think I need something to hold this in place unless I pour the resin on this piece here and then add the glass. But I'm going to put a little Mod Podge down there. Let me see here. All right. I put my Mod Podge in a little Rubbermaid container so I don't have to pull out the whole jar. And I'm going to just take some. And I think I'm just going to put it right along here. Just along the bottom. What is that, the sticker pulling up? No, I just went over the sticker. It's all right. Part of the sticker. It'll dry clear anyways. So I think I'm just going to go, because you got to keep in mind, your resin's going to be basically in the center. I mean, not that you couldn't fill it all the way up, but I'm not going to do that. So let me see. I think that's good. We're just going to see where this takes us. Okay, so let me put the lid on this. And I'm going to pull out my mermaid trash. And I have a plate here so I can dump it. So I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. And let's see what we come up with. We're just going to sprinkle it along here. This also has pieces of glass in it, this mermaid trash. Now this one, I don't know, I might have to let sit before I can put resin on it. All right, so now I'm just gonna take my finger and just dab it. Pull it off her tail. And we're just gonna dab it on there. Actually, I should have used, I didn't know what I was thinking. I should have used the tacky glue instead of the Mod Podge. Wow, that would have been quicker, I think. So I'm just going to dump this on my plate. And then I take another brush, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my Aleene's tacky glue instead of the Mod Podge. Let me wipe my brush off a little bit here. Let me grab my Aleene's. Yeah, this is what I'm going to use. This will stick it better. All right, so I'm going to take a brush and I'm just going to take off the pieces up here. Now those dots in here were on the sticker, those blue ones. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, and this way you can take whatever's left over and put it back in your bag. Now let me see if I can get this going and put a little bit more on here. And put the lid on. And again, let's just take what's here. And we're just going to put it on there. just like so. We need some more. We're just going to go, now see, look at that big chunk of glass. There's a big chunk of glass in there. You don't have to put glass in it if you don't want to when you make it. Ugh, that is definitely wet. All right, now I'm just going to go like this. And let me, see, it made it a little bit thicker. I'm going to take this edge off. And what I'm going to do is, I think, put this aside and start the next one. And then, I don't mind the little specks of gold and stuff in there. Okay, I think I'm just going to let that sit. It shouldn't take that long to dry. And then I'll add some of that green, that sea green glass in here. You know, add some pieces in here. Just a few after it's, let me let this sit before I start doing that. So I'm going to let this piece sit. If I want, let me see if I want a starfish in this, or if I want to add something else to this. Starfish, or maybe I'll add a pearl. Or no, where's the... See, I might just wait a little bit. I need to let that just sit a little bit. Yeah, see, I have these little blue beads. I should put those on now. I don't know if they'll stick. But I'll just put them in here and push a little. And maybe there's enough tacky glue to hold it in place, because I can't see where I put the tacky glue. I just know the area. And push some of these in here. Well, there's some there because I stuck my finger right in there. Right in here. We're just gonna... Okay. I think I will put a little bit, since there's a big spot there, I think, let's add some of this. You know what, better yet, let me add a piece of this. This is the emerald blue. So there's a, I'm gonna add that in there, since I'm adding the blue bubbles. Or the blue beads, whatever you want them to be. But I'm going to put it there. And then I'll add some more after. Let's see if I have another small piece where I could put. Yeah, I'm just going to leave this sit. I'm going to let it sit while I do work on the other ones before I add anything else to this. Oh. Let me get them other beads. Okay, so that other piece of glass fell off. And then these are the beads that didn't stay. Here's another piece of glass. Let me just stick it in there. So some of the beads stayed, some of them didn't. But I can add those later. Let me put these back in here. But there's some beads on there. But I want that to sit. Just a little bit before I add anything else to it. Okay, so, well, you already seen that turtle one. So let's put this one to the side. I know this needs more. You have to bear with me, people. Okay, let's do this. Okay, what am I going to do with this? The turtle is the center of attraction. I'm not using no mermaid trash on this. I think what I might do is just put some clear glass on this. And let's see. I'm going to take some clear glass. Now let's see. How do we want him? I think I do want him in the center. But do I want him on top of glass? Or do I want them around glass? So let's just add a few pieces here. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to sprinkle some glass. Kind of spread it out because most of this isn't going to be seen because of the turtle, but this will make it look raised in the water, per se. Actually, let's move this a little bit more, like so. I don't like the size of that piece. Let's add some. We're just going to make this guy a little simple, I think, because he is the star. All, you know, looks like a little diamond cut turtle, but I do want him up, his head up a little higher. Let's see. And I have him backwards. So here's his head. There's his tail. So let's put my one, yes. There we go. Let's do that. You know, guys, you can do whatever you want. There's so many different things you could do. Okay. Add some more in here. And with the clear glass, you'll see the blue from the shell coming through, which will be very pretty. Like I said, I just want him simple. Now that's, to me, very pretty, elegant, coastal. And let's put some more in here. I don't want to bury him. And then there we go. I think that's good. I like it. It's simple. It's simple, but it's so pretty. And you see it with the gold around it already. I don't want to tilt this because I don't want the glass to move. When I pour the resin, if we want to add something else, you know, maybe some pearls, maybe some mermaid pearls, maybe nothing at all, maybe just the way it is. Sometimes less is more. Okay, I got that one ready to go. And then we have our starfish. And for some reason, I see this piece sitting on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue him to the side. And then we're going to fill in here. So I'm going to take my tacky glue, even though there'll be resin on it, around it to hold it in place. So I'm going to take my tacky glue, and we're just going to put him in here. Let's see, I think right there. Then I'm just going to rub it a little. And when I pour my resin, we'll be going down the side here so it goes under. Because you know it's with the ridges, it's not all covered with the glue. So I'm kind of liking that there. Now, that's that. I don't think, nope, definitely no green on that. I'm trying to decide. The clear would be pretty. Again, I don't want the mermaid trash on this piece. Or do I? I don't see, it's moving. I'm moving it. Come on. I'm gonna get that glue. Yeah, it's there. I just want it to hold it in place because we're not going down the center. There we go. I don't know if I want that mermaid trash in there or not. Well, it could be like sitting on the sand. Maybe I will. All right, let's do that. I think so. I think we'll put the mermaid trash, some clear glass. So let's see. I'm just gonna kind of take it over here like that. I could use my fingers, but I'm not going to. And I'm just going to smear this all over. And quit moving my, let's just smear it. You can use your fingers, guys. It's only tacky glue. We're just gonna make it, don't want to go up too high, remember. We'll just make it look like it's sitting on the beach here by the water. Just smear it on here. Just like that. And it dries clear, so if you end up putting it where you don't want it, it's no problem. Let me get my plate again. Okay. Actually, why don't I do it this way? Okay. But these has a lot of pretty colors of blue and gold. Let's see. Just gonna do a light sprinkling. And you have your few pieces of glass in there. They're small pieces. Do just a little bit more. Make sure I got it up in there. And then I'm just going to push a little bit on it. Make sure it's adhered. Like that little piece of blue glass, but I know it's going to fall off. I can add it after I pour my resin. And then let's, oh, my star fell off. I forgot to hang on to it because it ain't there yet. So let's move it over. There we go. All right, so I want a little bit more in here. And hang on to my star. It'll stay for sure once I add the resin. Let's just clean this up just to see what it's going to look like. See if I want to add something else. I do want a little bit more down in here. So let me add just a little bit of glue in there. Come on, get off. There we go. I'm going to push that glue around a little bit down in there. And let's add some more trash. Sounds funny saying that, huh? Let's add some trash. But that's what she calls it, mermaid trash. That's awesome. I think that's an awesome name. All right, so I'm going to push in here a little bit. Just like that. Dump. Clean it up a little bit. I'm going to let this sit. You know what, guys? I don't think I'm going to pour the... I think I need some more down here. That looks a little dumb, all empty there. Let me get some more glue. Let's get it up in here. I don't think I'm going to pour the resin right now. I think I want this to sit. I have to look at the back of this and see how long it takes for it to dry. Let's see. It doesn't say. It does not say. But anyways, let me get my Q-tip again. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to pour it. Maybe later on today. I want this tacky glue to sit a while. And then we can pour it later. And then I can add more glass. Or not more glass, add glass. And, which I do, I'll add glass to it. But then I don't have to worry about it. The mermaid trash and all that good stuff coming off while I'm doing it. So, you know, I like that. I like that. So we're just going to do that. And you know what? I'm just going to let that sit before I dump it. I'm just going to let that sit and see how much it takes in. Nope. You know why? Because if it doesn't work, when I'm ready to pour, I'm ready to pour. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. What time is it here? It's almost 2. So I think if I give this a couple hours just to sit, and then I can add some seashells, some glass, and we can finish these other pieces. Let me see. Let me go back to her. I'm looking to see if I should add any more mermaid trash to this piece. See, and you notice I'm keeping in here, and I'll have the resin pour and go fill in that way. That's another reason why I want it to dry a little bit. And then after I let it sit, then I can take my brush and go over it so I don't have all the stuff floating around in it. But I think that's good. I'll probably put a starfish here. Maybe a pearls, more glass. But yeah, so for now, I'm going to get off and let this sit. And then we can finish these up. These last 3. This one is just about good for me. Like I said, I may add some pearls or something, or not at all. Maybe a little bit more glass. We'll see once I start pouring it. So that's it for now. So I'll see you in a couple hours, and we'll finish these up. All right. See you in a bit. Bye.